Hi everybody, this is Sonia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a fall tag. This tag has been going around. I found it through the crochet community, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. And I think anybody can really do these questions. I have them here, so if I look down, I'm just reading the questions. But I think this is cross stitch, crochet. I think anybody could really answer these questions. So if at the end, if I'm gonna say it now, I'm gonna tag anybody. Anybody can do this because I feel that this is something that it doesn't matter what you do, you can do the tag. So there's no crafty, really anything in here. So anyway, everybody is tagged. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Who I seen do the tag was Yarn Joy podcast, Terry. That's who I seen do the tag. So, okay, it's called a fall tag. The first question is apple cider or hot chocolate, and I am more a hot chocolate. I love chocolate, and so that is kind of what I always gravitate to anyway in the winter. I always like sit down with like at the end of the day with hot chocolate. So my answer is hot chocolate. Number 2, Thanksgiving or Halloween. I really now I love Thanksgiving, but when my kids were young and all of that, dressing up and everything like that, I enjoyed Halloween. But now it's Thanksgiving. Number 3, do you call this season autumn or fall? I call it fall. Trick or treat? I would say treat. I don't think I have ever tricked anybody on Halloween, but yeah, the treat's always nicer. And it's always fun to, you know, be nice, get your treat, and you have something at the end of the night to show for it. Number 5. Carve a pumpkin or eat pumpkin pie. I am not a big fan of pumpkin pie. I will eat it. So I would have to say carve a pumpkin. And I do enjoy carving pumpkins. I do that, and I do like to roast the seeds inside. So my answer is carve a pumpkin. And haunted house, haunted hayride, or haunted corn maze. And I would have to say haunted house. As long as they're not too haunted. I have been in some that have scared me to death. And then I've been in others where I came out feeling okay and not like I was shaking and all of that. So a haunted house to a minimum. Okay, and then favorite Halloween candy. Okay, I would say, because I only eat them once a year, I would say candy corn. I do like candy corn. I also like, well, I love Reese's, always. But I enjoy eating them when they have them in the fall shapes, like the pumpkins and things like that. Yeah, so I like those. So I would say the candy corn and the Reese's, like pumpkin shapes and things like that. Okay, do you shop on Black Friday? I used to. I don't anymore. it's just, it's really hard with me being, working out here and doing that, and, I've got to rest and everything. But when my kids were little, oh yes, they had good deals on toys and clothes, and yeah, I made sure I went out. Number 3, one thing you love about fall and one thing you hate. I don't really have anything that I don't like or hate. I love fall. A lot of people do not like the changing of the time, with it getting darker earlier. But I live in California. I live on the coast of California, the Central Coast. So I'm about 20 miles from the ocean, from the Pacific Ocean. For me, the time change indicates winter. That is like, we don't get snow at all. Now I can go in about an hour, inland, about an hour, hour and a half, and I will run into snow. But I know that when it gets darker earlier, that's our winter. That is our, fall, winter. And it gets extremely cold in the winter. So that it gives me that, like, that's our season. Like, it's darker, it's winter, it's cold outside, and stuff like that. Because we don't get a snow, we don't get seasons like that. So I don't mind that. And I love the leaves changing. I love the leaves falling to the ground. I love that it gets back into sweater weather, and you can bundle up inside, get cozy, and yeah, I like fall. Favorite fall accessory? I would say, as far as something to wear, I would say one of my crochet beanies and a crochet scarf for when I go out and do my chores and things, that I can have it over my head, over my ears, around my neck, and I'm good to go. I'm good and warm. Favorite Halloween movie? I would have to say Hocus Pocus. I enjoy watching that during, the Halloween for maybe like a week. That would be one of them that I would go to. I also like The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I do watch that too, so yeah. What are you dressing up as for Halloween this year? I am dressing up as nothing, as myself. Where we live, it's down a lane, very end of a lane. There, because we're rural, we're out. And it's dark. There are houses sporadic along the lane, but it's a dark lane, there's no lights, and we do not get trick-or-treaters out here. I have lived here for 10 years, and we have had not one, not even at the big house where my cousin, not one trick-or-treater. He was telling me, because when I first moved here, I was asking him, about the Halloween, you guys get a lot of kids out here? And he said no. He goes, funny story. He said when we moved out here, he said we had bought up a whole bunch of candy and all this stuff, and he said there was no trick-or-treaters. And he said to this day when I moved in, no trick-or-treaters, and there still isn't. So, you know, if I invite somebody like relatives or something to, hey, stop by over, you know, and I'll give you some candy or, you know, whatever, then they'll do that. But no, we don't just have kids coming for trick-or-treat. So I'll just sit home and watch a movie and just relax and do my stuff. So anyway, that's the tag. It's called a fall tag. Once again, I tag everybody. So anybody that wants to participate, that would be great. It's always fun to hear what everyone's answers are to the questions. And so like I said, it's not any way crafty whatsoever. So anyone can join in. So anyway, thank you guys so much. Take care, and I'll see you soon.